Talk about the victory.
You know, we all played well. Our O-line, I don't know what was the deal the first half. We had a stack that we were supposed to block, and they were going to the wrong guy. And at halftime, we fixed it, and things started working out for Umamoto. But all in all, sorry.
That's okay.
I thought Hutch composed himself really well. Threw some very good balls. Zach ran the ball well, and a lot of our receivers catching balls. I mean, Andrew Castillo catching a long touchdown pass. So it's great when we get a lot of guys involved like we're doing.
Well, yeah, and I had mentioned that, you know, Jason Hutchinson, you know, 3 touchdowns versus Prosser, 3 different receivers. He comes into this game, throws one to, I think it was Perrins, so 4 different receivers. So really mixing the ball around. I had a chance to talk to Coach Griffin at Moses Lake. He said he really wanted to key on your #1 receiver, which is Brandon Larson. But when you have an offense like yours, when you use multiple receivers, just hit the open man, it makes it tough.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, guys like Jesse Hauser, he's kind of the unsung hero that nobody really talks about. And I'm glad. I hope they I hope they continue to not talk about him, because he'll surprise you. I mean, you saw the long touchdown run he had. All in all, he's a phenomenal kid. And Tyler Merkel and Perrins, Andrew Castillo, Corey McLean, I mean, they all are doing a phenomenal job for us. And when you have that options, you know, it makes it easy for Hutch there to complete the ball.
Now, we saw a sophomore quarterback come in. I know you like to work in all your quarterbacks, because eventually the kid's going to take over. This is going to be his team. Kyle Robertson, talk about him. You tried to use him a little bit.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I did my first 2 years that I did a really poor job of was getting my guy prepared for the next year. And obviously my first year here when I had Hutch, we knew Joey was going to be the guy in waiting, but I still didn't take advantage of the opportunity to get, you know, like his younger brother there, and as a sophomore, it would have been very beneficial for us. And last year we had Joey, and it just really got keyed in on Joey getting his reps because he took a year off. So I said this year it's very important that I get Kyle the reps, because he's going to be a guy that probably take over for us next year. And he is going to be a flat-out stud. He has the composure of Joey, and he has the heart of the line, and he's got that little cockiness to him. Where last week when I put him in the first play, I asked him what play he wanted to run. He said, "Coach, I want to go deep," you know. And hey, I like that in a guy. So he's not scared at all. He loves to step in there. Matter of fact, he's told me he wants to take the position from Hutch, which I encourage our guys to, hey, compete with each other. And I told Hutch, don't let him take it. So it's only going to make us better in the long run. So I'm really proud of the way he played. He threw a couple nice balls.
Yeah.
And those receivers, you know, I chewed them out at halftime, and they're the first ones to say, hey, that was their fault. So it's really cool to see them pick each other up like they do.
And you know, as the season progresses, it's going to be scary to see some of the things that can happen, because there was a lot of open routes that didn't get converted. Yeah, I don't know how you find him, Robertson. It looks like another athletic guy who can throw the football. But you know, if you have a couple game balls tonight, who do you give them out to?
Well, geez, you know, right now I thought Hutch did an outstanding job. His composure is above all. But Hutch will be the first one to tell you that I don't ever give anything out to my quarterbacks, because, you know, that's their job and they're supposed to do that. So right now I'm going to have to give it to my offensive line for stepping up in that second half. They did a great job.
What did you tell? I know that you're not one to shy away from chewing somebody's butt. So what did you tell them at halftime? Because they came out with, you know, a fire.
Well, actually, luckily I'm not the only one that does the butt chewing in here. Coach Marquez, our offensive line coach, he's if anybody knows him, he's never a happy guy, and so he got after him a little bit. And it was just one simple block where we were going to the backside back instead of play side. We got that fixed, and you saw what happened. So, you know, right now I guess maybe it goes to my line coach for getting after those guys and getting them ready to go. So.
Well, that's great, Coach Biglin. Great job tonight. Great performance from your team. Next week you have
Pasco.
Okay, you have Pasco. What are you looking for from Pasco?
Oh, you know, they're going to come out hard fought. You know, Dusty does a great job with those guys. He's a very passionate guy, and he does a great job coaching them. So we know they're going to come out and they're going to play us hard. It ain't going to be a slouch. You know, we just got to come out and play our game. We got to prepare every week like it's the state championship game, and we got to get that fire inside us every week. Our biggest thing is finishing. That was our motto from day one, and that's our biggest problem right now. We're getting inside the 15-yard line multiple times and we're not finishing. And we talked about that at halftime, and we'll watch film and talk about how we're not finishing. So if we can finish drives, maybe this game isn't as close as it was. So we just need to work on finishing.
Coach Biglin, my boy, Pasco alum. I'm sure you might be wearing a purple shirt underneath your attire. But, hey, great job, Coach. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, Jerry. We appreciate you guys covering us. You guys do a great job.
Thank you, Coach.